My name is Dania Kondo. My business is basically being a founder of Serene T.A.P. I like to say it's a cross between a dating app and actually a therapy app. So you basically create a profile and then start swiping to shortlist mental health professionals. That's really what it is. Proud of it. So I'm actually a psychotherapist and a couples therapist. So been in private practice for 5 years, seen many different kinds of clients throughout my career. And the number one complaint that I've had is, oh, well, Dania, it's so difficult to find the therapist that you connect with, right? It's just so difficult. And so I thought, there just must be a better way to do this. I just said to myself, no, you know what? I have to do something, because there are so many people that seek out therapy, right? That seek out a therapist. And for so many of them, it goes so wrong. And then they're demoralized. They don't want to go back, right? And it's such a shame. It's such a shame because, I'm an advocate for therapy. It really helps. It helps a lot. So it's just trying to make that journey a bit easier. I wanted to create something that was very easy to use, very slick, cool, and also that would be helpful. So I thought, you know what? What's one of the most popular apps? Tinder. Tinder and Hinge as well. And I thought, great, you know what? Why shouldn't I replicate this sort of same mechanism where, you create a profile, you put in your specifications, and then you get shown the profiles of professionals that match the specifications. And then it's just easy. Just start shortlisting by swiping, and then you don't even have to make a decision there and then. You can go back, see who you've shortlisted, and then decide to book a free consultation or not. So that's one thing I definitely am proud of, the fact that we provide those free consultations, because it's really important to see whether you gel or not. It really is. It's interesting. I don't actually think the business has helped me become the woman I am today. It's the other way around. I became the woman I am today, and because I am confident, sure of myself, I think sure of my power too, that I've been able to become a founder. I was born in Italy, lived there until I was about 15. It wasn't a great experience. I was racially abused a lot. There were other traumas as well that I was subjected to, but overall, I just had a very low sense of self. My self-esteem was very low. And that was my reality for over like 2 decades, throughout my childhood and even in my early 20s. I really struggled. It was a difficult time, and my mindset was just not positive. It was very negative, very maladaptive. I got to I think it was age 24, and I thought to myself, well, you know what, F this. I need to do something about this. I can't keep going like this. And so I started therapy. I sought out help. That was a life-changing experience. It helped me tremendously. I learned tools that I now use with my own clients, developed my self-esteem. Obviously, self-esteem is a journey, but that was the start of a self-love journey, essentially. Started processing traumas, and started also surrounding myself with people that were good to me and for me. People that were empowering me, supporting me, praising me. So it really helped me. And I think that is what then inspired me to become a psychotherapist. Doing therapy, I'd always been fascinated with psychology, and I knew that I wanted to help people. But yeah, it was my personal growth that then kind of made it clear to me, okay, yes, this is what I have to do. So then, age 26, started a master's course in psychotherapy and counseling. Oh, it was so long. It was 4 years, part-time. I was on placement, doing a part-time job, going to supervision, doing the personal therapy because that was a requirement, doing assignments, doing the reading. Yeah, I guess the way I discovered it is that people always would come to me and basically emotionally dump on me. And I'm talking about strangers as well. I'm not even talking about friends. It'd just be strangers. I'd just be minding my own business, sitting on a bench somewhere, and then I'd have strangers telling me about how they can't pay the mortgage. And that's a true story. And so I thought, I need to get paid for this. Yes. But also, as I said before, I've always wanted to help people anyway. It's hard to say, but I feel like I've always had this calling. Can we call it that maybe? Yeah, I've always had this calling to help people. And because I'm good at talking, I think I'm empathetic and warm. Yeah, it just made sense. It just made sense. I truly believe that if people worked on the self-esteem, that their life would be so much better, because self-esteem is at the root of everything. It affects your relationships, friendships, work, everything. And 90% of the clients I have always have low self-esteem. So long term, I'm thinking, right, how do we make this process easy? How do we get people to match with the right therapist for them, right? Number one. And then number two, how can we get them to have, a positive experience so that they walk out and they can say, you know what, I've grown from this, my therapist helped me, this was fantastic. And now I feel that, wow, I'm at peace. I'm at peace. I can go on to live my life knowing that, you know what, I've got this. That's really all I want. And if you can do that on a larger scale, starting from London, UK, worldwide, my job is done then. I recently attended a workshop, right, on branding. And it made me really think about how I can, I guess, maybe be unique in this business. Because let's be honest, there's so many other therapy apps out there, right? And I've said to myself, I think I want to be a founder that's relatable. Meaning, I don't just want to leave everything up to my team. You guys do it. I'm just going to be on vacation. I'm done. No, I still want to get stuck into doing workshops, right? Meeting people all over London, talking to them about, how can we help you, right? Is the app good for you? I just really want them to get to know me, maybe to also feel inspired by me, but most of all, actually just come out of a workshop, meeting, whatever it could be, and think, you know what, I actually feel that, maybe I could get a bit of help. And I think this is the way forward. This is the way forward for me doing it. And so if perhaps I continue to get stuck into the community and showing up for people, maybe that will then be the way forward to ensure that the core values of the app also don't change. And I know I made a commitment to myself that I'm always going to be there for the community, no matter what. Even if I have to travel all the way to York, this or that, always want to be there for the community. Every time I speak about it in public, or, I ask people, do you want to download it? Do you need a therapist? Well, I know this app. I always get really positive reactions, really positive feedback as well that we've had. So right now, yes, it is available to everyone in the UK, but we're just doing face-to-face in London. But eventually I would want to open that up. I really am keen to partner up with some charities. Shout out to Crisis, that's my favorite charity. Just so we can try and see if there's anything we can do to help other people in different ways, right? I know that Crisis do provide, I think, some short-term therapy to some homeless people. I would want to help with that. Let's see what we can do. So that's my dream, to partner up with certain charities across the UK as well. I've always wanted to give back like that. And continuing doing workshops and things like that. Number one, I think there's a bit more that I want to say, but support. I just don't think any of this would be possible if I just didn't have some encouragement from the public, right? And so this is what I'm also wanting to do when I go around and have these workshops. I want people to give me feedback, right? Constructive feedback is great, but if you can please support a sister, please. I'm doing it all on my own. I'm still fairly young. You have no idea how much I appreciate words of encouragement. They really go such a long way. For me anyway, it really helps. You can find me on LinkedIn. ping me a message, DM, whatever you have to. I reply. You can find us on Instagram. We're on TikTok. DM us with anything. We're always replying. Please share, post, like, comment. I always feel so weird saying that. If anybody's watching who is an expert in marketing, sales, who's techie, you know, software developer, anything at all, and you're thinking, you know what, I feel that maybe you could be doing this a bit differently, you know, take it or leave it. This is my advice. Please reach out. I'm always happy to listen to what you've got to say. Also, please, if you would like to invest in us, or if you know anybody that would like to invest in us, give me a shout, call me, DM me something. Oh, I'd love you forever. Please download the app and tell everybody about it. Tell everyone about it. Tell your friends, tell your sister, brother, whoever, dog.